who's a parkour athlete who lives in Copenhagen, who basically has teamed up with us to demonstrate how to do this. Alright, let's get onto it. Find a location as the first thing you do, then plan the run for your athlete, jumper or stunt-related sport comrade. This will take you further in your thought process of how you want your cinematography line to look like. You can't really expect to get it the first time, even the athlete has to warm up in preparation for the final sequence. So take this as an opportunity to warm yourself up and prepare yourself for the shot that you want to create. Amazingly, Xiaomi has created this feature on the phone that's called Track Moving Object, which basically means that you can track your subject more effectively. This feature will enable you to get your shot in less time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not stop here. Let me demonstrate what this phone can do in a more broader, seamless sequence with more than just one athlete, the third and final shoot day at Jesse Peverill's gym. Let's get on to it.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours?
Our team is hard at work, changing this parkour gym into something otherworldly. We designed a film set that enables us to push the phone further, so we can see how it performs in low light.
Camera's rolling. And action.
Now, there's a lot of movement taking place to this shoot, as we're all exploring almost every inch of the space. It's good to become familiar with movement yourself, actually. With over 20 years experience of parkour ourselves, this has enabled us to develop like a sixth sense of a kind that we can bring to the action we film. Learning movement helps you better predict the direction of where the athlete is planning to go through. It's important here that the camera operator leads the audience in a sort of dance that you have choreographed. By doing so, it keeps the audience hooked in some constant suspense as they are being taken on a journey through the story that you are telling. 3 videos in 3 days, breaking the boundaries of time, accomplished. We just want to give a big shout out to Xiaomi for giving us this opportunity to engage with our audience in this way. For everyone watching at home, we would love to see what you have applied to these techniques in your own creative way. Use the hashtags in the caption below to keep us, SEC and Xiaomi informed. We would love to see what you guys can create out there. So, trip but don't fall, stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stunt Camera Crew signing out and thank you for stepping by.
Shoot like a pro.
Xiaomi.
Life. We can all relate to the moments that fly by, the repetitive routine that makes each day blend into one. Let's not forget though, there is in every day new terrain to discover, places we live that we've never seen before. It's the pursuit of these things that makes time stop. Break from the boundaries you yourself construct. There's always greater things to discover around each corner. Or in my case, from this rooftop. I'm Oliver Thorpe, and Copenhagen is my place of timelessness.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours? Come on, let's check it out.
Bring them,
1, action.
I'll show you again. Crowd surfer, water thrower, throw the water, surf the crowd. You like the way you just did that? 1 second, I'll show you again. Surf the crowd.
Xiaomi.
Hello there guys, my name is Dennis, straight from Stunt Camera Crew. Guess what? Xiaomi has challenged us to break the boundaries of time. So we decided to create 3 videos in 3 days. And we did it all by using this phone, the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let's take a deep dive over to these parkour locations that you're probably not so familiar with. So I'm gonna press play here and let's see how we did it. The first day, ladies and gentlemen, we were at the green screen studio. Here we tested the power of this phone in a green screen environment. And you can actually do one of these green screen scenarios yourself. What you need is basically some green fabric, some lights to keep it even lit. You don't want that spill overcasting your subject, so you're gonna have problems in post. We've all been there, we don't like it, so let's not do it. Capture this in the highest quality possible you can. In our case, this was 4K, 30 frames per second. So we got the option to slow it down to 80%. And we chose to shoot with a high shutter speed to get less motion blur when shooting the talented tricker Nico Dilfao. We had our artist create a 3D world environment that's based in the future. A grand hall entrance to Xiaomi headquarters. Now this space is huge, but it's made small by Nico's captivating movement.
That's a wrap.
Hope you find that useful. Let's move on. Day 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're going to take you guys over to the streets. Alright, some people are curious about how we shoot our videos in a one-take sequence. Therefore, we got Oliver Thorpe, who is a parkour athlete who lives in Copenhagen, who basically has teamed up with us to demonstrate how to do this. Alright, let's get on to it. Find a location as the first thing you do, then plan the run for your athlete, jumper or stunt-related sport comrade. This will take you further in your thought process of how you want your cinematography line to look like. You can't really expect to get it the first time, even the athlete has to warm up in preparation for the final sequence. So take this as an opportunity to warm yourself up and prepare yourself for the shot that you want to create. Amazingly, Xiaomi has created this feature on the phone that's called Track Moving Object, which basically means that you can track your subject more effectively. This feature will enable you to get your shot in less time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not stop here. Let me demonstrate what this phone can do in a more broader, seamless sequence with more than just one athlete, the third and final shoot day at Jesse Pevril's gym. Let's get on to it.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours?
Our team is hard at work, changing this parkour gym into something otherworldly. We designed a film set that enables us to push the phone further, so we can see how it performs in low light.
Cameras rolling. And action.
Now, there's a lot of movement taking place to this shoot, as we're all exploring almost every inch of the space. It's good to become familiar with movement yourself, actually. With over 20 years experience of parkour ourselves, this has enabled us to develop like a sixth sense of a kind that we can bring to the action we film. Learning movement helps you better predict the direction of where the athlete is planning to go through. It's important here that the camera operator leads the audience in a sort of dance that you have choreographed. By doing so, it keeps the audience hooked in some constant suspense as they are being taken on a journey through the story that you are telling. 3 videos in 3 days, breaking the boundaries of time, accomplished. We just want to give a big shout out to Xiaomi for giving us this opportunity to engage with our audience in this way. For everyone watching at home, we would love to see what you have applied to these techniques in your own creative way. Use the hashtags in the caption below to keep us, SEC and Xiaomi informed. We would love to see what you guys can create out there. So, trip but don't fall, stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stunt Camera Crew signing out and thank you for stepping by.
Shoot like a pro.
Xiaomi.
Life. We can all relate to the moments that fly by, the repetitive routine that makes each day blend into one. Let's not forget though, there is in every day new terrain to discover, places we live that we've never seen before. It's the pursuit of these things that makes time stop. Break from the boundaries you yourself construct. There's always greater things to discover around each corner. Or in my case, from this rooftop. I'm Oliver Thorpe, and Copenhagen is my place of timelessness.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours? Come on, let's check it out.
Right, and 3, 2, 1, action.
You like the way I just did that? 1 second, I'll show you again. Crowd surfer, water thrower, throw the water, surf the crowd. You like the way I just did that? 1 second, I'll show you again. Surf the crowd.
Welcome! Hello,
guys.
we're back.
back.
Finally, I've escaped my office. I'm in the real world.
How long's it been since we were last?
I don't know. It's been a couple of weeks now. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been to the office. But yeah, welcome everybody to another Xiaomi live stream for
Yep.
you, coming at you from Reading. We're here today to talk about the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Now this is an amazing device. I think you guys are gonna hear some crazy specs today from this one. But let's start off. How are you first, dude? How have you been, man? It's
Did
been
you
a
miss
while.
me?
Yeah, I've missed you. I've missed everybody.
Missed
to be
everyone.
honest. I've missed everybody.
How you been? Good.
Yeah, generally good. Busy, but I've been really enjoying this new phone, to be honest. This is a
I have
pretty
to say,
special one for the price.
I think we've done a few live streams in the past before, right? But I've had the pleasure of using this phone for maybe about a month or so before as my main personal phone, and
yeah,
blown away.
right.
Dude.
We're gonna go with some stats. We're gonna give you some stuff in a bit. But I'd just like to talk about. I think you guys know, if you watch any of the streams featuring myself and Gurps, my favourite thing about any phone. Do you know what it is? I think you know what
Camera,
it is.
mate.
No. My
Fingerprint.
favourite thing is
Fingerprint.
the fingerprint.
Yeah.
Is the fingerprint unlock on the side. So now the Redmi Note 10 Pro does have one of those fingerprints on the side. So I'd just like to highlight how quick that is. That is the quickest way to unlock your phone. And I'd like anyone to challenge me on unlocking your phone quicker than me and my thumb on this guy. Right
Is there a
here,
prize?
Right now.
Is there a prize?
There's a prize.
Is there a prize?
I wish there'd be a prize.
But yeah, some of the stats that we have for you. So as you guys know, Xiaomi, the third largest smartphone company.
We are the third largest smartphone company in the world right now. We are absolutely killing the game, and we're only going to go further. We're only getting better.
Do you know how many Redmi Note 9 series
It was insane. Someone told me the number not long ago. But so Xiaomi, this is our Redmi range of phones.
Yes.
Which is our more budget orientated line of phones. But the stats on this phone are
Crazy.
budget in
It's
the
basically
slightest.
a smartphone in a
And because of that,
mid-range phone, right?
Our Redmi devices. Now I'm coming out with a number here, and I think it's wrong. I think it was like 10 million or something. Was
sold.
it? 10 million sold.
37, dude.
37 million.
37 units for the Redmi Note 9 series were sold.
I don't even know how many people on the planet, but that sounds like a lot.
Do you know how many Redmi Note handsets we've sold in total?
I had no idea.
200 million. So
200 million Redmi
definitely
devices.
some good piece of kit.
And this is the newest, latest, the greatest one as well. So this is the 10 Pro. And one of the highlight features, I think, is going to be the camera. It has 4 separate lenses, camera devices on it. And and each of them are just as handy as the last, but the main feature is the 108 megapixels on this particular camera. This is absolutely astonishing quality you are getting from
100%.
these sensors.
I'm not a huge camera enthusiast. I can get a good picture out of something, I'll send it to my friends and make it look like I've took something with like was it DLR, SLR?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a
They're old
trademark.
hat now. They're even out of date now.
Yeah. So, but some of the snaps that I've got, hopefully throughout the video, our man behind the scenes, Lucas, can show you some of the snaps that I've got. But some of the macro images that I've got,
I'm looking forward to seeing some of them.
some
So right, before I get too carried away, I'd just like to talk about in my lockdown. I've been doing a lot of work, don't get me wrong, I've pretty much been sat at my desk, but also in that time, I've been watching a hell of a lot of YouTube. Firstly, subscribe to the Xiaomi UK YouTube, but on my YouTube adventures, I've actually found a couple of creators that I've been really enjoying. Their names are Zach and Jay, so I recommend you guys go check out Zach and Jay's YouTube themselves. It's really good content they're doing. I think my favourite one was where they went to Gloucester. Do you know the cheese rolling down the hill?
Oh yes,
you know that absolutely extreme event where they go and they attempt to do that themselves, which was a really nice take of behind the scenes looking at that kind of stuff. But we've been in contact with them, and I believe they've made a little video for us, which we're going to show you now. Is that possible?
Do you know what, Jay? This would be a great photo. I wish I had a phone with a great camera on it to take a photo right now, Zach said as he sailed down the canal.
But Zach, you do. Check your hand. This video is sponsored by Xiaomi to celebrate the launch of the Redmi Note 10 Pro.
No way!
The 108 megapixel camera is one of the best on the market. Plus, check out this time-lapse mode.
Oh no, Jay! Zach said in disbelief. A dark tunnel was fast approaching. The photo opportunity was surely ruined.
Don't worry, Zach. The bigger sensor and 9-in-1 pixel binning technology means it captures even more light and even more detail when there's no light.
Jay, get out, the boat's literally flat.
No! Check out phone mode!
Soon as I see her walk up in the club, I'ma flirt.
Whoa, Jay, that's crazy impressive.
I know, who doesn't love 3 of me?
I sure do. But what about that slick design?
Well, you'll notice the anti-glare finish with the 3D curved glass back. Also, when you pick up the device, you'll appreciate the solid but relaxed weight.
Wow! That is solid and relaxing. Wait, did we record this whole ad on the phone too? Do you know what, Jay? This would be a great photo. I wish I had a phone with a great camera on it to take a photo right now.
So hopefully you enjoyed that video. That was a bit funny, wasn't it?
Thanks, Jack and Jay, that's awesome. So that clone mode is pretty awesome,
Oh,
right?
it was something I used yesterday, so hopefully we'll go through some of the images I got, but I was outside Windsor Castle yesterday using the clone mode, and it's just so easy to use.
Oh, you went to Windsor Castle?
Went to Windsor Castle, pay my respects.
Was it busy? Was it
So much police presence, and there were so many press, obviously probably see me and stuff.
Everyone was saying socially distanced, like, that's what
They were. So we had my cousin took a few shots of me on the camera using the clone mode, and it's so easy, like you've just seen it there. It was so easy to use.
Your cousin took shots of you on the camera?
Yeah.
You didn't want to take shots of your cousin?
Nah.
You were like, I'm the star here.
I'm the star here.
I'm the star
Yeah,
here.
but no, it was so easy to use, and he was even blown away and said, "What? It's that easy to use it?" Because he's a massive TikTok user.
Right.
So
I see. So he's all over the camera then. So
yeah.
he's absolutely all over the camera.
I need to do this, you need to do that. I'm like, dude, I don't know this stuff.
Right, I'm going to get a little bit nerdy with you guys. You saw like Zach and Jay, that was absolutely brilliant, talking about some of the camera features. I'm going to get a little bit nerdier with you on the camera and talk about the dual native ISO. It's probably not going to mean anything
Foreign
to
language
most
to
of
me.
you.
Foreign language.
So let's back up a little bit. So ISO is basically, if we hark back to the days of photography and film, it's what's known as the film speed. It's how quickly the sensor or the film reacts to light. So on a normal phone, on a normal camera, you have a base level ISO. That is where it reacts to light. Let's say it's 200, ISO 200. That means that you're getting the best quality picture without the grain, without the noise. We call it digital noise. Now, when you have one base ISO, if you go up from that, so it reacts quicker to light, you're going to get more grain, you're going to get more noise. That's why your photos on your regular phone at nighttime, they look awful, they look grainy, they look horrible. Now, this guy has a dual native ISO. Now, what that means is it doesn't just have a base ISO of 200, it's got another one. So it's basically got 2 base ISOs, which it can combine them together to mean there's a hell of a lot less noise. And now I know that's really nerdy, but
would you normally find it in a device?
A dual native ISO is on professional film cameras.
Right,
We're
okay.
talking like £4,000, £5,000 straight up without lenses. So this is the kind of crazy technology that they're really just pulling it out the bag. Honestly, when I saw this dual native ISO, I had to double check. I thought I was reading a different project, one of my professional film cameras. So the fact that this has got technology like that really shows that they're proper pushing that for these cameras to become the next greatest
And we haven't even told the guys of the price. I think they've actually been able to see on the earlier.
I'm too excited.
Yeah. So for the 8 gig, 64 gig variant, it's £219, which is a good. It's a,
219,
which
are
is
you
crazy.
kidding me?
Which is crazy. For the 8 gig 128, it's 249, but with a coupon code that lasts until midnight tonight, you can get these items for 209 and 239 respectively, right? Coupon code is?
So it's Mike's and Gurps, it's all capital letters. I believe one of our helpful people is going to put it into the comment section now for us to double check on that. But it's Mike's and Gurps. We couldn't do a live stream without giving you guys something.
We always do it.
Yeah, you have to put up with us being in front of you for a bit. So we're going to give you something. So that is £10 off. Any phone over £100, but that's only until midnight tonight. Go to me.com/UK, check it out, and you can pre-order this guy from midday, which I believe is soon.
Shortly.
But
20 minutes.
You Me fans, you've already unlocked the early bird price on this, so that's why we can offer the lowest spec version for £219. With our voucher, that's £209, which is honestly absolutely insane price, even for just a 108 megapixel camera alone.
Sorry, I did make a mistake. I did say it was 8 gig RAM. It's actually 6 gig RAM, respectively.
Oh, for the lowest spec one, yeah, sorry.
Also for the high end as one, it's 6 gig RAM, so which is still packs a punch at the price. 219 and 249, but you can get it with £10 off for 209.
Honestly, try and beat this for the price. You really
It literally
can't.
is a smartphone experience at a cheaper price. I mean, 120 hertz. Fresh right on the screen.
Yeah, we'll get to the screen. We'll get to the screen in a little bit because the screen is awesome. It's going to be great for you gamers. Massive battery on it as well. What is it? A 5,020 milliamp hour battery.
Fast charging as well.
Which is absolutely huge for today's standard as well. And obviously my fingerprint scanner on the side. Fingerprint scanner. Look at that.
There is actually a game on the phone that I've been playing non-stop. It's called Block Puzzle Guardian. Literally, you know these games you just get addicted to.
Yeah.
Just be sitting there playing. It's the most simple game. It's like Tetris, but I've just been playing it. So
just playing it.
Even that, yeah. I'll post my high score. If anyone can beat my high score, we'll give you another £5 off something. Who knows?
Right. So what do they get in the box with this guy? I know we're really good for what you get in the box. So you do get a charger in the box.
So you get the fast charger. You get the USB
you get
cable.
The case. You've got the case on yours right now. That's why
I've kept mine in pristine condition. You get a screen protector on the handset as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's actually put on perfectly. So
I always struggle to put on screen protectors myself. I always want one. I much prefer my phone kind of naked. These phones are beautiful. Look at the design on it. I don't necessarily want to hide it in a case, so I very much appreciate the fact that they've put on a screen protector for you.
And the camera doesn't protrude too much. You might have seen some handsets have the cameras that protrude so far out of the back of the phone. This one, it actually kind of fits a bit flush.
It fits really flush.
Right.
And you've got your front-facing selfie camera as well. There's the lovely little dot in the screen. It's absolutely tiny in there as well, which could produce some amazing selfies, to be honest with you. If I was any good at selfies, that is.
Come on, a beautiful face like yours, mate. I'm sure you are.
I'm going to take a selfie so we can post it to social later. There we go. You can see Anthea and Lucas in the background. You'll see them later. They don't look very happy to be on camera, though, to be honest with you. So let's talk about the screen a little bit because of the gaming. So it's 120 hertz. What does that mean? So 120 hertz means it's refreshing 120 times every second.
Yes. So that does have an impact on the battery, but with a 5,000 milliamp battery, you're not going to notice.
You're not going to
see it. And if you are, you've got the fast charger to kind of get it up there. 6.67 AMOLED screen. This is literally like a flagship.
It's insane.
Flagship launch. So like I've said before previously, you guys know I love gaming and stuff, and when I'm playing Call of Duty, there's some games that you can actually see the difference in when you're using 120 hertz. Like, it is night and day. The reservations, like I said before, people are like, oh, battery's going to die, whatever. But you can't notice the difference now. Once you've gone to it, it's difficult going back.
Surely if you're playing games online, you want every advantage for you as well. And that's such an advantage. So why is 120 hertz like beneficial for you? So when you watch a movie, your general movie, what you're watching us right now on is about 24 frames a second. So when I shake my hand like that, you're going to see motion blur. You're going to see it's blurry there. That's 24 frames a second. Now, when you're gaming, you don't want that blur. You want it to be crisp the whole way. That's where 120 hertz comes in.
Even when
it's
you're just
refreshing 120 times a second.
I think when I first saw it, just scrolling through content, you know, that's when you notice the difference, right? It's
I honestly, I sat on the menu just scrolling left and right, scrolling left and right, just watching it scrolling left and right because it's dead sharp. And it's one of those things that I almost didn't know that I needed it. But once as soon as you've done it, as soon as you've done 120 hertz, you can't really go back.
You get £209 today.
£209 with or off a code. Mike and
I'm actually going to buy one. I'm actually going to buy one today just because my mum needs a new phone and I'm going to get her one because for the specs, this phone will give her everything she needs and more.
And more, 100% and more. So I believe we've got another video from one of our good friends, Archie. I believe we've got a little video about the screen for us. So we're going to see his views on it right now.
Hello, my name's Archie Manners and I'm here today to tell you about the brilliant new Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, this fantastic phone here. Now it's got a 180 megapixel camera and a brilliant AMOLED screen which has fantastic bright colours and brilliant contrasts, but I'm going to show you this phone in the way I know best, by showing you a magic trick. Now I've got a bunch of cards on the table here. I'm going to ask you to choose a card at home. This is an interactive trick, even though it's recorded and you're watching it later wherever you may be in the world. Now in order to choose a card, I'm going to start by asking you to think of a number between 1 and 10. Don't go too low, don't go like 1 or 2 because that'll make it too easy for me, but get a number in your head. Have you got one in your mind? Great. I'm going to ask you to count that number around from the phone to settle on a card. So if you're thinking of the number 5, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're thinking of the number 7, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you're thinking of the number 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So count around, starting from the phone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you stop on whichever card matches the number you're thinking of. You've done that? Great. Now let's make it slightly more complicated. This time I want you to do the same thing, but backwards. I'll get rid of the cards that got you onto the board, and I want you to go backwards. So if you were on the 4 of clubs, count the same number backwards. So if your number was 5, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you'd end up on the 5 of hearts. If you're on the 4 of clubs and your number was 7, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're following? Fabulous. Count backwards now. You're now on a new card. Let's imagine you're on the 8 of diamonds again this time. This time to make it even more complicated, even more impossible, because this is a Redmi. I want you to spell the word Redmi. One card for each letter of the word Redmi, either forwards or backwards. It's entirely up to you this time. So if you're on the 4 of clubs and you want to go forwards or backwards, it doesn't matter. R-E-D-M-I. One card for each letter. If you were to go the other way and you're starting on the 9 of hearts, for example, R-E-D-M-I, and you'd end up on the Jack of hearts. That is a number of random choices. You started up by coming up with the number between 1 and 10. You counted round that way. You then counted back round that way. You then went either this way or that way with the word Redmi, and you settled on a card. Burn that card in your mind. Keep saying it over and over again. So if you're now sat on the 10 of diamonds, say 10 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. And if you are on the 10 of diamonds, just, close this video, because that is a miracle. But if you're not, just keep saying the card over and over again. Now let me show you something extraordinary with this Redmi phone. I unlock it just like this, so you can see the brilliant home screen. Watch. I can make a card appear inside. Almost real, but it's locked in that fantastic screen. Now that may not be particularly magical. You can see it move all the way around the screen. It'd be slightly more magical if I was able to take it like this and just pull it right out of the phone. That may be slightly more magical. And I'm guessing the card that you settled on, that you are now thinking of after a number of random decisions, is the Ace of Clubs. Thank you very, very much. This extraordinary Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro is available. It's, I say, got an amazing camera. It comes in 3 colours. It's got super quick charging. I thoroughly do recommend it. And I hope you enjoyed that little bit of magic with it. Ciao!
Mind blown?
Yeah.
What?
Bit
How
crazy
did he
that
do
one,
that?
right? Always been fascinated by magic though, have you?
Yeah, mate. Who's your favourite magician then? Your favourite famous magician?
David Blaine.
David Blaine is your one?
Yeah,
The guy in the eye. Whoa.
Yeah, you know when he done that glass thing in the box in London? And he stood on top of that thing in New York as well.
So the box at South Bank, I went to go see him, I remember that.
And did you?
Yeah. It was years ago now, I went to go see it, but it was pretty much just teenagers throwing food. This little crate thing, it was absolutely mental.
What was yours?
So my favourite magician, I don't know. So I was probably brought up really old school. I remember when I was like 6 years old going to see Paul Daniels. Do you remember Paul? You don't even know Paul Daniels. That ages me. Write in the comments if you know who Paul Daniels is. And Debbie McGee, I think that was his assistant.
Remember Steve Mulhern from that used to be on CITV?
Yes, yeah,
Good magician,
he's a good magician.
He's a good magician
He's
as well.
a good magician. So right, yeah, no, Archie, thank you for that video. Thank you for that magic, much appreciated. I've got to say, while watching that video, the design of this phone really stands out. Even the front screen, like the bezels are so small on it.
It's solid, but it's so lightweight. Right, like it has a genuine feel of something that's premium. Like obviously we've had so many phones in our hands recently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But for example, this it's just solid. It's lightweight. It features the same premium look as the flagship. That's kind of what I'm trying to get out. And I guess I might be a bit biased, but having used so many phones since I've been here, this is probably my favourite.
Yeah, like obviously they're getting better every time, but every time I am more and more amazed by how much value for money you are actually getting from these things.
So so value for money, right? This is 8% thinner than the previous one, so you can imagine how much more stuff they've crammed into it, chipset, camera, whatever. But it's still 8% thinner, right?
They're still getting it on every single stat that they can. They're improving it in every way they can. And now, speaking of stats to improve, the price is insane. So the early bird price, you guys have already unlocked the early bird price. You can get that for 3 days until Thursday at midnight. You can get that from me.com/UK. But if you use our code today as well, you can get an extra £10 off.
And I know, to put it in perspective, the chipset this guy has, the camera this guy has, there's a competitor on the market, I won't name, which is over £400. Which is over £400, right? So you can get this for £209.
It's insane. And
today.
And considering, you want to buy a games console. Oh, well, that's double the price and it only does one thing.
And you haven't got to worry about dropping it because it's got Gorilla Glass in the front as well. So it's got cornering Gorilla Glass 5. So,
which is a beast. We should do some destruction tests at some point.
Let's get a hammer in.
You just stand on it. Just stand on it a little bit.
So I keep this bad boy in my pocket all the time with my keys. And that's scratch central. It's crying out to get scratches.
No scratches. You're using the case as well, I see there.
I'm quite protective when I use
which
phones.
comes in the box. When you buy this, we give you a case in the box. We give you the charger in the box. You get everything that you need. And perhaps a little more, because some of the stats are ridiculous. Do you need the 108 megapixels? No. Do you want it? Oh, hells yes, because it's amazing. Because you're getting such extra detail. And it's those little things like that that really push us forward. Do you perhaps need the 5020 milliamp battery? Well, if you're charging your phone every night, probably not. But you're going to want it on that one day you're going out traveling and you forget to charge your phone.
On the train where you want to play your games, dude.
100%. 100%.
So 4G has been approved in the UK. So we've got 5G coming out. So unfortunately this isn't a 5G handset, but it's still 4G. You still get some decent speeds with 4G. There's quite a lot of 4G coverage everywhere as well. So you haven't got to worry about being in areas where there's not 5G. You've got the 4G.
Exactly that. And so one thing that perhaps some of you phone users wouldn't know or expect is pretty much every Xiaomi device has a micro SD card slot. So as much as we're saying, the memory size is this amount, well, you can actually upgrade it at any point. You're taking 1,000 snaps in Windsor Castle.
Yeah.
You could put them all on your SD card and take it out.
So I'll be honest, so the handset I was using beforehand had 512 gigs inbuilt storage.
Whoa.
So this only had 128, but 1 terabyte memory card.
And then it's got more. Yeah. And the speed of the memory cards now, you're not going to notice any difference between that memory card and the hard drive anyway.
Yeah, so you can literally have everything on there, especially the raw pictures that you take on the camera, right? They're quite big. So that's kind of your kind of like little hand over to you, right? So
we need to stop talking about camera because I'll talk about the camera all day.
It's going all day.
So with the camera, you've got a pro mode on the camera, which is great for anyone that perhaps wants a little bit more control over their photos. It's the furthest left item, but it also has the ability to take a raw file format. Now, when you take a photo with a camera sensor, the sensor can actually see a lot more than the final image that you're seeing. So by able to take raw, you've got a lot more flexibility in the edit afterwards. Now it's a bigger file size and you can't share it straight away. So if you took your raw, you can't upload it to your social media straight away, but you can edit it a lot higher. And honestly, I, as a photographer, I wouldn't dream of taking a photo just as a JPEG. I want it raw and JPEG at least.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can now do this on your phone is insane. And it goes further than that because you've got all of the built-in filters, the built-in AI systems to make your photos better anyway. You want to swap out that sky from the cloudy day, boom, you press a button and it's just going to swap it out.
Yeah.
And that's the same on pretty much all of our devices, which is absolutely insane these days.
I'm a massive advocate for Xiaomi products now. It's just there's so much more fun, like the camera stuff. Like on a generic handset, you haven't got the option to clone yourself. So you saw in the video we played before.
Yeah, the Zach and Jay
clone
one.
mode. Yeah,
Check
dual
out
video
Zach
mode as well. So you can record. I can record you, or record it myself to get your expression or something. If not
Exactly
surprising
that.
you or something. These are kind of money in the bag for when you're doing social media stuff, right? Because most people use social media. I can't remember. I think TikTok or whatever, the most downloaded app, millions and millions of times downloaded.
We need to talk about TikTok actually.
Yeah.
So we're talking about all these awesome camera features, video features, and we've realised that we haven't had a lot of time to perhaps play with them or be creative with them. So we are starting our own TikTok UK channel. I believe we're going to meet up some point this week, maybe at the weekend.
Some of the stuff that we've got planned.
It's going to be quite exciting. So please stay tuned.
Crazy.
Check out our channels. Check out the new TikTok channel. Also, please go and have a look at our Me Community page, the Me Community UK. There's lots of offers on there. There's lots of perhaps extra reviews,
£10 off, £100
competitions.
handset today. That's
It's insane. It's insane.
Mike and Gurps.
You've only got 5 minutes, so you can actually go and pre-order this now as well, I believe. So yeah, hold on, 5 minutes. Go to me.com/UK. Use the code Mike and Gurps. I believe someone's going to write that in the comments for you. But yeah, Mike and Gurps, extra £10 off today. The early bird price is for 3 days, so please get your pre-orders in now. I believe I've been told as well, the bronze version of this phone comes in 3 different colours, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, blue, bronze.
The bronze version is like gold dust. So if you want the bronze one, you need to get on that very quickly, like almost as soon as the pre-order's gone.
And you're not going to be able to get it back again.
We've got loads of the other ones, but I personally, I love the black because it's not just a straight up black. There's a lovely like gradient behind there as the light shines onto it. But yeah, that bronze one will be like gold dust. So go and check that out now. me.com/UK. I do recommend it, and yeah, check out our social pages, Me Community, the new TikTok page, check out our YouTube, check out our Facebook, check out our Twitter.
Yeah, and one of the things that I did notice when using the phone is it's got dual speakers.
Right, okay.
So the dual speakers isn't something that you get for a phone for £209. So let me just repeat that. For £209, you can get all of this goodness. And when I say goodness, I mean it is literally flagship level. You don't get 108 megapixel camera on a normal £200 phone.
I'd like you to see a £209 go further than what you could do with this phone.
Yeah, it's like when you were a kid back in the day and you get £1, but that £1 got you a drink. Packet of cream.
Penny sweets.
Space
Loads
Invaders.
of penny sweets.
The 10p drink. Yeah. So now this is the £209 is making your money go so much further. You're getting a phone that you could use for easily 2-3 years and it will stay up to date with the latest
100%.
tech.
You won't see any. You put this next to any other flagship device, you're not really going to notice a difference. If anything, you're going to be going for this one because it's perhaps a bit lighter, better battery, and the camera is probably better than most other competitors out there at the moment. Let's be completely honest.
And with the Redmi series as well, you guys know it's our kind of affordable range, right? I'm going to read off a stat for you guys. Didn't want to get this one wrong. So Xiaomi is now the 3rd largest smartphone company in the world, obviously. So with the Redmi and Redmi Note series, it accounted for 4 of the top 15 best-selling phones globally in 2020. So let that sink in. Out of the top 15 globally selling phones, 4 were Redmi phones. So it goes to show the appeal that the Redmi handset has. Right?
Yeah, and the particular Redmi series has, and it just shows the dedication that Xiaomi have.
The fans. It's always for the fans.
And yeah, so with the fans, like we listen to our fans. So perhaps you're looking at this phone and being like, oh, that would be perfect if it had this one feature. Let us know. Just let us know about it, and we will be, taking your advice, taking these things on, because that's how you end up with these amazing devices. Yeah. The fingerprint scanner in the side. Not many phones have that. Nope. Why do we have it? Because people like you and me, we want it and we find it incredibly useful.
£209, 6 gig of RAM, which is plenty. I know there's a bit of chat in the live chat about RAM, but 6 gig of RAM is a lot of RAM to be using on a device. I don't think people will be using that 6 gig of RAM. It's very difficult unless you've got
the gaming. So
you're
gaming, you're like first-person shooters or something.
Struggle.
They're probably going to use that RAM.
Yeah.
Everything else, you're browsing your internet. It's not using 6 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
You're writing a little Word document. It's not using 6 gig of RAM.
And expandable memories as well. So you can take like your raw pictures that you I'd take in.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, with the expandable memory as well. It's honestly, for the value for money, for the £209 that you can get it today until midnight, that's the pre-order, you're honestly not going to find a better phone.
And you've got 2 minutes until...
2 minutes? 2 minutes? I might get on that. I might
have to get one as well. Because like I said,
especially if you want the bronze one, get on that right now. I might bring the website up.
But yeah, so the early bird offer. So this early bird offer will only last until stocks last, but then also to Thursday. So you've only got 3 days at this price, and then it will go back up to RRP for the lower spec version will go up to 249, and the higher spec will go down up to 269. So that's a saving of £30 on the higher spec and £30 on the lower spec. So if you want to save that money,
honestly, that's pretty incredible.
Save that money.
Definitely save that money. So yeah, we're coming up to 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Go to me.com/UK. Get this early bird price. Get your pre-orders in. We're delivering them really quickly. If you pre-order, I believe you'll be getting them next week. They will be coming out next week. So you really don't have a long time to wait. You're pretty much just being like, right, can I have that phone? And we're sending it straight to you.
And it always sounds like a QVC advert. Like
I know, it's hard not to be like a QVC advert.
But the thing is, with this one, like personally, this is my favourite phone that I've used since I've been here. Just because when you take into account what you get for this phone, there's nothing that touches this. There's nothing that touches a 108 megapixel camera.
Yeah, so we work for a phone company. We get given phones to obviously advertise.
4 cameras.
As soon as I was handed this phone, the memory cards, the SIM card slot out, my SIM card in, boom, this is my phone. Like I instantly made sure that this is my daily driver, because this is the one that I want. Like I don't want any of the other devices. This is gonna be my new favorite.
And it comes with the game that I love playing.
Go on, so what's this game?
Block Puzzle Guardian. What's your favourite mobile game? You come in with the Ryu Street Fighter type.
So if
you told me, I would have made it.
This is because of my hair. If we only opened up yesterday, I can finally go get my hair cut. I haven't had time yet, so this is just to keep it out of my head. But I have so much hair.
I like it.
It's so thick and it's so hot in here.
It is. It is.
But yeah, I can finally do that. So mine's a little bit nerdy. Mine's Clash Royale. Do you know Clash Royale?
Yeah.
So it was from Clash of Clans, but it's a bit more of a tower defense one.
It reminds me of Age of Empires. Remember that game on PC back in the day?
I've recently downloaded the Age of Empires 2 HD remaster, so I'm going to be playing that with my friends soon. But you have to dedicate a lot of time to that. Yeah. It's like a 3-hour map. Well, I'm sure someone
you're a busy man.
could complete me a lot quicker than that. But yeah, they're really long times. But you know, for that, you could have your stream, you could be playing Age of Empires on your computer, you can have your webcam stream from your phone, which I believe a lot of people are actually moving more towards now. So you can get the extra screen real estate, you can have your full computer screen to yourself, you can have your camera on here. And what with the amazing selection of cameras, like it really is almost the best option. And then you don't even have to plug it in with the 5020 milliamp hours. You could do a very long gaming session streaming yourself from your phone, and it's going to last the entire time.
So just going through the comments, I've just seen 128 gig is all sold out already. So I'll get that double checked because there was, like I said, I think this has been kind of a sought after device. Right?
100% it's been sought after. And you know, this is why we do these kind of things, and we tell you as soon as it goes live, because these phones are incredibly sought after.
Yeah, for £209 for the price, I would say I would have bought one. If there's 128 one is gone, then I'd have to get the 64 gig. I guess memory card will make up for the lack of storage.
Exactly that.
As long as I get my hands on that.
But yeah, that's why we're here, and we're trying to tell you about these things in the best way possible. Please don't get mad if you haven't been able to buy a bronze one or something. We try and give you the best offers, you know, as we can, and we try and let you know about these deals and why you should be looking at getting them straight away, because you really don't want to miss out. £209, like,
and one
insane.
thing, to tell you one thing that kind of got me with this was if you look at the bottom where the charger is, there's a charger cover. On my one, because I've got the case on mine.
Oh, because you got the case.
Yeah. So there's actually a cover to cover the charging port. So sometimes you might get some like dust or something stuck in. It might be rare, but I was like, whoa. I
didn't actually know that.
Neither did I.
Is it all right getting out and plugging the charger?
Easy enough. And it's got the aux 3.5 jack. So
3.5 headphone jack, which is like a unicorn these days, right?
And you can't forget the IR blaster.
Yeah, right.
when you go to someone's house, just turn the TV off and make it look like it's haunted.
That 3.5 headphone jack's amazing, right? So with my, setup of perhaps streaming using that as the webcam, boom, you can have your audio coming straight out there.
Yeah.
Not that you need to with the dual speakers as well, which actually do sound mint. They do sound really good.
You know what? It's crazy when we talk about how good something is, and I guess it's difficult to kind of convey that to you guys. But I've been in the mobile industry for 10 years, and so it's a long time. I did start when I was 18, so I'm still. You see the greys coming now, starting to getting a bit old. But when you see how technology is going, and like you said, you get the bang for your buck. The value that you're getting now is unreal.
Unbelievable. Like it competes with any flagship device. It's pretty much a flagship, absolute killer destroyer.
Like personally, I don't think I'd ever buy a flagship again, just because the value you can get for something like this is a cut the costs.
Exactly that.
You buy it outright and put it on SIM only, and then you save your money. Right? So.
Yeah, no, that's a really good shout. That's a really good shout. So yeah, this screen, this 120 hertz screen is honestly so smooth. Next time we do the stream, we're gonna get one of the phone screens up onto your where you can see. But honestly, that 120 hertz makes all the difference. Now you don't have to be running at 120 hertz the entire time. Perhaps you don't want that. Perhaps you're not a gamer. Perhaps you just want the battery to last as long as possible. Well, there's actually options to change to the 60 hertz screen, so you're using it more just like boom, your device to call people.
I am seeing quite a lot of people have had success buying it, but some people haven't. So
apologies if you're not getting through.
If you couldn't get through, then I am sorry. I'll double check.
We'll get someone to write in the comments, perhaps any other things. But go to me.com/UK, go check it out now. Go use our code as well. It's Mike and Gurps, all capital letters. That is an N in the middle. But someone's going to write it in the comments, I believe, for me, the code, so you can go check that out.
I think this is the first time I've actually been in a coupon code.
Yeah, yeah. Good point.
I'll take that. First time I'm in a coupon code.
We'll think of a better one next time. We'll think of a humorous word to put in or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping you guys are trying hard to get as much as you can.
Yeah, and I hope as many as you that want the phone can get your hands on the phone. But yeah, please go check it out, me.com/UK.
I have someone on the stream saying, Abe bra, 120 hertz screen, my Samsung TV doesn't even have that frame rate.
Yeah, exactly that. To be honest with you, I'd imagine most of your gaming computer monitors don't have 120 hertz. Like, let's be honest. Perhaps they're running at like 80 or 90 or something, but 120 hertz is really up there.
It's unreal.
What's the really high ones? You've got 120, 144, and then 240. They're the very, very expensive screens for the gaming. You're talking thousands.
I remember when I got my Xbox Series X and I got a nice monitor, top of the range, and I seeing it first time, and he's like, you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
but I had this on my phone anyway.
Yeah, and it was cheaper. And I can call KFC to bring me some food.
Delivery, yeah. KFC, McDonald's. Who are you going for?
Oh, really? Oh, recently I've been KFC.
Ooh.
Like, I think KFC between the different stores changes how good they are. We're next to a very good KFC.
Yeah, well, we had last time we were in the office, nugget meal, wasn't it for you?
Yeah. I had my nugget meal.
Yeah, I've cut out the gluten now, so I've had to dodge the breadcrumbs. So mine's is just a large fries, milkshake, dip it in.
Oh, fair play.
Have you done that before?
Yes, of course I've done that before, but I'd like to think I'm older and more refined now. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore, sir. You still have until midnight tonight to get our £10 off. The early bird price will be available for the next 3 days, but our extra £10 off is only available today. You don't have to use it on the K6. I recommend you do. I recommend you do pre-order this phone because the bang for the buck is insane. But perhaps you've had an eye on a different device on the Xiaomi website. You can get £10 off any phone over £100 today. As I say, recommend it on the Redmi Note 10 Pro.
Yeah.
But
we have some.
But you can have it on any device. We perhaps should talk a little bit about the eco products while you're on me.com/UK.
Have a look.
Don't just get your phone. Perhaps go and have a look at some other stuff. I believe we're the world's #1 supplier of audio devices as well. Audio headphone devices.
They're actually really good. The battery for them is.
We do lots of different versions as well. So there will be a version for anyone. or perhaps you don't even need one of them because you've still got your 3.5 headphone jack on there.
And you've got what I've been using since the very first stream that we did, which was in...
We're Mi Watch Lite buddies.
The battery, the Mi Watch Lite battery, I think it lasted me a month.
It's disgusting. I haven't charged it in a week and a half,
Yeah.
and it's on what 40%,
Okay.
40% right now.
So
I sleep in this. Like it's on.
Do you have
constantly.
notifications and stuff on yours as well?
Yes, yeah. It's using all of the battery all of the time.
It's always handy.
All of my notifications.
It's always handy to have it when your phone rings, and you're not. So that's my bugbear is my phone's on my bed or something, and my phone vibrates. Okay, get it. You can mute it.
Yeah, you can screen your calls right then and there from that device, and then with the photography, you can use it as the extra camera shutter from distance as well.
We've got
which
the
is
Mi Watch
incredibly
Lite
handy.
there. We've got Mi Box S.
Yeah, so the Mi Box S will turn
4K Ultra.
these TVs that we've been talking about. Perhaps your TV is only a 60 Hz TV. Well, this will run perfectly on it. So this will turn it into a smart TV and run all of your 4K content from like perhaps you're watching Netflix in 4K, perhaps you're watching YouTube in 4K. That's going to really upgrade your TV. I have one of those myself, and I absolutely swear by that. So, do I have one of them?
How many have you got?
I don't want to count because it'll take too long. I have at least 2 in every room of my house, apart from the bathroom. So I don't have the Mi bulbs in my bath.
So this is a Mi Smart LED bulb Essential. Works with Alexa and
yes. So if you're into your smart home, if you're into your lighting, me personally, I'm a big fan of ambience. That's a really weird thing to say.
Right.
I said ambience, not ambient, just to be clear. So what can we do with these? You can make this any color or any brightness, and you can put it anywhere in your room. So perhaps we needed some backlit there. We can chuck one in the corner and light it up. Now, as I say, I must have about 8 of those dotted around my house because I'm a massive fan of them. Really handy as well for when I'm doing product shots.
It's up to use.
It's incredibly easy to use.
Does this one change colour as well? Or is this the normal one?
So a lot of smart bulbs out on the market require a bridge, require an extra device to connect to your router, connect to your home hub, to control all of the light bulbs. Ours don't. Ours, you just buy the bulb and you just screw it in and it's all connected and they all talk to each other and you can go to any colour in particular. So I absolutely swear by those bulbs, and they're on mi.com/UK right now. You might have seen in the middle of us, we've got this Mi Fan Festival box. So there's a lot of offers on mi.com/UK right now for the Mi Fan Festival. Every year we have a Mi Fan Festival, and it's been a bit different this year because of the whole COVID situation. But what we've been trying to do is give you as many offers as possible.
Yeah.
And now I'm pretty certain that bulb is on offer right now, and I've seen it for under £10 at some point. I don't know what it is right now, but go to mi.com/UK, check out all of the offers that we've got for this Mi Fan Festival, as well as our incredible device today, which is the Redmi Note 10 Pro. The early bird price for 3 days, our extra code for £10 off. But just go have a look at mi.com/UK, check out some of our other products. Perhaps you want one of our Mi Watch Lite. If you've got a Mi Watch Lite, let's see your photos in the comments section. Let's be a Mi Watch Lite crew group.
Yeah. Haven't we got another video to show the guys?
We might have another video from Zach and Jay, actually.
Sorry, just in case you're getting tired and sick and tired of hearing.
I didn't want to talk about them all the time. I'm going to be fanboying over them because I'm a big fan of these guys. But yeah, I believe we've got another video. So if we can cut to that now.
We've partnered with Xiaomi to celebrate the launch of the Redmi Note 10 Pro. And boy, are we excited.
The phone features in our latest episode of the Zach and Jay Show, which you should check out, where we try out a few of the features and put the amazing 108 megapixel camera to the test. Look how crispy I am. Wow, beautiful shot.
It's also got creative video modes where I'm filming Zach and I'm filming myself. He can film me and film himself too. It's exceptional ability.
It's got great design with a beautiful onyx grey back and a pretty solid weight.
It's got an amazing experience and amazing performance with things like dual speakers to make the sound sound super great as well.
All of this, and it's available for a very affordable price.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what you need to do, and that is get your hands on this phone right here.
We've been the Zach and Jay Show. Over and out.
Your buddies there, mate.
You don't know it yet, Zach and Jay. I don't know if you're watching. I will be your best friend.
Special appearance in one of the videos.
Yeah, right.
You've got the swag. You've got
I don't know. Like, honestly, I just need a haircut. Can I just have a haircut?
There's actually a hat up there. I saw a Xiaomi brand hat.
We probably do a Xiaomi shaver at some point. So yeah, go check out mi.com. See if you can help me out with my hair.
Ecosystem products that we do. I will not be surprised if There is.
I'd imagine. We don't have all of them here yet. In China, there's a much bigger range of the ecosystem products, but we're bringing them more here. The more we complain about, we want the robot Hoover, they're going to bring it to us. So yeah, keep your eyes on me.com/UK, because you never know what actual products we're going to be selling next. So I think we've got some news on the sales. The 128 gig, I believe, all the pre-orders have already gone. I wouldn't worry too much though, because the next version up is only, what was it, 239, 249 was that now?
So the 64 gig one, I think there's still 64 gig variants. I think the 128 one's gone, so it's £30 cheaper, but if you don't mind putting a memory card in, you probably get the same experience.
Exactly that, and memory cards are so cheap these days that...
Yeah, but remember before how much they would cost? I remember being at school when I had my first phone and it had a 32 meg memory card.
That's actually something good to talk about. So I've been in photography for years. My first digital camera was a little Casio, or the people that make the watches.
Yeah.
3.4 megapixels.
Do you remember the
108 megapixels?
Yeah, it's crazy how much tech's changed. Sending Bluetooth songs to each other. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then thinking which one to have my ringtone. You could have like 3 or 4 songs, and then you're like, ooh.
You could have 5 text messages on your phone before you had to delete some.
Remember how bad the pictures were? But then we were just normal then, right? Back then, now you can take a 108 megapixel camera, record a whole YouTube video. I think the guys that done the videos that we just shown had actually used this phone.
Yeah, you can legit use these devices for your full-time camera now. You'd be kind of silly to be buying, one of these digital compact cameras when you've got so much power in your pocket for cheaper than the cameras themselves.
Just having a look in the chat, guys. So if you guys do have any questions for us or anything we want to ask, feel free. I'll try my best to answer them.
Yeah, we'll try our best.
We'll try our best to answer them.
But honestly, I'll take some snaps and we'll try and share some of these 108 megapixels, because I don't think you guys realise how much fidelity that is, how much resolution you're actually getting.
So I think in the first couple of minutes we actually sold 100 devices. So it just goes to show that
the Redmi is our most popular range.
Bang.
It's our most popular range. That's why we're here today, to talk to you guys about these devices, to make sure that you guys get on it straight away, because obviously they sell out so fast.
Yeah, that's why we kind of have the stream half an hour early, so we can kind of show you guys what we have, right? Because I wouldn't want to miss out.
100%, especially with some of the stats you're getting on this now. You're not beating it anywhere else, especially for the price. For the price, you get £10 off today. Mike and Gurps, all capital letters. Someone will put that in the comment box. £10 off any phone over £100. Check out me.com/UK. You might not be in a market for a phone, doesn't matter. Go check out some of our other products, because guarantee there'll be something there for you. Not just these Mi Watch lights as well. We've got the Mi Watch that I believe you can go get now, which is incredibly good value for money. And I believe we're going to have a new Mi Band coming out in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that one, because that one's going to be quite exciting. But I think my favourite is the Mi Watch Lite.
Yeah, you've seen the Mi Band 6, haven't you?
I've seen the Mi Band 6.
If you have any questions about the Mi Band 6,
no, yeah. I've only seen it. I haven't had a chance.
I haven't
had hands on yet. I've just seen it. It looks beautiful.
I did say it's got a bigger screen than the previous one.
It's got a bigger screen, yeah, and it's kept the charger from the last one, the magnetic charger that goes on the bottom. I'm a big fan of that. It just makes things a little bit easier.
So OG, you've just said 8 gig, 128 version. We are on to finding out if that's coming here, and I will confirm it with you guys, because if that is a variant that we're actually arranging, I don't know if we're arranging it in the UK, but if it's something, then I will let you know that it's available worldwide. But
did anyone get the bronze one? Who went for the bronze one?
Yeah, drop a note in the comments.
What's your favourite colour as well? You've seen the other colours, right? You black as well?
Yeah.
You're black. It's just standard. It's just classy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everything, it just looks nice.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I wouldn't mind a bronze one. Blue.
Blue's really nice.
I'm a Man United fan, so blue isn't something that I would. I'm reluctant to wear blue jeans today, but it had to be done, right?
That's unfortunate because I'm a Tottenham fan.
Oh,
and, that
mate.
didn't go well this weekend. It did not go well.
What do you think of the game? What do you think of Son?
Yeah,
Bit of a baby?
A little bit, but you have to do that in the game now. For anyone that doesn't know, there was a bit of a questionable decision. Someone got hit in the face, and it did go to VAR as well.
Shot. Yeah.
And
I was fuming, mate.
Yeah, it perhaps wasn't the best of decisions. But you know, the game is slightly being destroyed by these VAR, unfortunately.
But when stuff opens again, get yourself one of these, and you have decent.
You can watch all the football on your phone, and it'll probably be better than some of your guys' TVs as well, because the resolution.
But also the
is
camera
insane.
when you go to these live events, because look, yesterday stuff started opening now. People are going to be putting their pictures on Instagram or whatever, on social.
Yeah.
What was your go-to social app?
My go-to social app at the moment is Instagram. Instagram's my boy. I absolutely love Instagram. But we're looking at TikTok more. Check out our TikTok that's coming up.
It's coming soon. We've got some. We've got some
ideas. We just need a little bit of time to go towards them. So I don't think we've talked about the camera loads, but I don't think we've mentioned all of the different lenses or options that you have. So you have your classic. The normal field of view is known as your wide. Pretty much every phone has that. It's your standard field of view. It's about 28 millimeters if you know your lens equivalents. So we have the normal one. We also have a 2x zoom. So we have the tele zoom on that, the 2x. So that is great if you want to perhaps get a bit closer. But we also have one of my favorites, which is the ultra wide. So you can suddenly get a lot more in. I've even got my finger in shot there, not holding the phone properly. So the ultra wide is incredible. Now, one more on that is the tele macro. So what that is, it's your macro lens. It's incredibly close shots, but it's the tele, so it's using more of a 2x zoom, just to allow you to get even closer than before. And now I was playing around with that. I didn't have enough time, but I was going to attempt to do a little quiz today. But I've taken some macro shots of some of our smart devices, and we'll share them on social media or something, because it's a whole different world when you're getting in close, and it just opens up a lot more creativity, which I think people are missing. You know, we're chatting about the stats the whole time. Oh, it's 100 megapixels and there's all these lenses. Just think about then how you can use them to be creative. We're just giving you stats. We're giving you amazing technology, amazing price, but then you can do 1,000 different things with it because of what it is and what it allows you to do.
Right. So. Just seen someone say, why is he shaking his leg? It's because my legs don't fit under the table, unfortunately.
We've got incredibly weird bars. Like, this chair is exactly the wrong height and you can't actually slide your legs under. So please excuse our weird sitting positions.
But, oh well.
But yeah, we're working on it. We've got lots of big ideas for these live streams. We appreciate that perhaps they're not as exciting, they're not as in your face as we want them to be, but we're ever pushing forward. The more Redmi phones we sell, the better these live streams are going to look. Yeah. The more offers we can give you as well.
And we have so many ideas as well. So we've got scooters in the office, guys. Like, we've got so much content, but with the restrictions that are currently in place and stuff, it's a bit difficult for us to showcase kind of what we want to showcase, right? So give us a bit of time, let stuff open, and we'll try and make it more fun. Yeah. And if you've got any suggestions for these live streams, perhaps, just chuck them in the comments. Sensible suggestions, please. Yeah. Let's not get rid of us two. A haircut would be appreciated. But yeah, any sensible suggestions, things you want to see, perhaps other offers that we want to see in the future. Yeah. Perhaps you're like, oh, we don't want to hear about the phones more. We're more interested in this particular eco product. We can talk about that next time for you. Now, don't forget to go check out our social channels. Check out our Facebook, check out our Twitter, check out our Instagram. TikTok is coming soon. Check out Xiaomi UK TikTok. Hopefully we're going to have lots of interesting content on that very soon. Maybe we should share some of the ideas that we've got planned. I don't know. I keep it a secret. Stay tuned for more. Also check out our Me community page as well. There's a lot going on the Me community where you can really, get into great discussions, get help on any of the products, get like extra information, or even just competitions and extra offers on the Me community. Like we said before, like we don't want this to come around as like a kind of professional kind of markup. We want to be laid back. You guys have a chat, ask us questions as much as you want. I guess we want to refrain from kind of shoving information down your throats, right? We kind of want to come as not a podcast, but just kind of organic kind of presentation to you guys, getting across some of the key facts. So if you do have any questions or whatever, just drop them in the chat, right? At the end of the day, like we're here to help, like show you how amazing these phones are, and we want to do it in such a way that is being a bit more human and open about it, rather than just being like, well, 108 megapixels is awesome because I say so. So, yeah.
Right, well, we do have some other devices behind us, I believe, and you might have seen something shiny in the background. If you have spotted that, you've got incredible eagle eyes.
I was waiting for this. I didn't think anyone has actually mentioned it.
This Redmi is our amazing range, flagship killer, especially for the price. But we have a very special device here, which is going to be available very soon. Oh my God.
That phone is something else.
This is the Mi 11 Ultra. The Mi 11 Ultra. It looks like an absolute behemoth. The camera array on the back of this guy is honestly insane. Just the very weight. You can tell there's a lot of fancy stuff going on in this particular guy. Have you had some time on with this guy?
I haven't. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen other people in the office have had using it, and I've seen some of the features. I saw someone yesterday who was actually reading a message off the back of the phone.
Yes, so this actually has a little screen in the back there. It's about the same size as one of our Mi Band screens. Now, this is our new flagship. That is the ultimate bad boy. That is the one, the Mi 11 Ultra. This phone here has 108 megapixel camera. This phone here has a 50 megapixel camera. Just saying. Yeah. This one, right now, you can get this for just over £200. So go to me.com/UK. But please keep an eye on us for future products like this Mi 11 Ultra here. This is, it's going to be a lot more expensive than this guy, but you've got everything thrown at it. Literally everything, no expense spared thrown at that phone, apart from the 108 megapixels. So if you perhaps want that tiny bit more megapixel resolution, this Redmi is really your best value for money, best bang for buck.
Do you remember, I don't know if I had the comments, but what was your first phone? Do you remember?
Yeah, well, or Xiaomi phone.
The one that you ever first, yeah, what was your first Xiaomi phone?
My first Xiaomi phone was the Redmi Note 8 Pro.
Okay.
So yeah, in the same family is how I actually got to know and love Xiaomi. What was yours? What was your first Xiaomi?
My first Xiaomi phone was the Mi Mix 5G.
Oh, the Mi Mix. Oh, I loved
the slide one.
Yeah, was that the 3? Might not have been the 3, or was it just straight up 5G?
I think it was the 3. I think
the Mi Mixes were a really good range of our phones, and yeah, one of them was the slide up one. Don't know if you remember the phones from the Matrix that slid down. It was kind of like one of them, which I very much appreciated.
I'm just reading through the comments here.
Yeah, any good comments? Any good comments?
I'll read all the comments on there. I don't mind reading it. So someone's actually said, stop saying megapixels if it means anything. The only thing that matters is pixel size. So what's your take on that?
You're right to an extent. So there's... basically comes down to different size sensors. There are different size sensors in your camera. And so when we're talking about megapixels, that's the resolution you're getting from that. So 108 megapixels, off the top of my head, I don't know. But if you were to print that out at 100% resolution, it would go absolutely massive. Right. And 108 megapixels is obviously going to go larger than 50. Now, what that person is getting at is pixel sizes. So with the sensor size, you can have a 108 megapixel sensor like that, or you can have a 108 megapixel sensor like that. The bigger the sensor, generally, the better it performs.
Right.
But with the size of these sensors here, they're already at the max size. So we're cramming more resolution in. Now, a 50 megapixel and a 100 megapixel on this same sensor isn't going to provide that much difference, but the 50 megapixel might have slightly larger pixels, allowing for more light to get in. So that's why I'm saying 108 megapixels is awesome and you want this one, but this one here is 50 because perhaps it's going to be slightly better in low light with those pixels. Now, you're shooting outside in the daytime most of the time, not going to make a difference. You're going to want the 108 megapixels because that's where, like I was talking about the dual native ISO sensor, the noise and the grain is where you lose the quality. And so taking things outside in bright light, that's really where you're getting the most from these. And to be honest, there's no difference between this and a professional camera in correct light. There's just
I left that to you because that cameras is not my specialty.
So I could talk about cameras for days. And I don't want to go too nerdy, especially without, exposure triangles to show you. But yeah, very good comment on that pixel size. Totally agree. But I'm still going to champion the 108 megapixels just because it can go absolutely massive. Really is impressive stuff. So do we have any more comments? We got any more interesting comments? Did anyone get the bronze phone? I want to know if anyone got the bronze phone. Let me know. Send a selfie when you get that as well. Appreciate that. And are there any Mi Watch Lite users out there? I'd like to know if there's any Mi Watch Lite
or even
users.
Mi Watch normal, because the regular Mi Watch has a
the regular Mi Watch is amazing.
It's got Alexa built in, hasn't it? I haven't had a chance to use it.
Yeah, and you can do like 128 different workouts or something stupid. Like, I don't know how many it is. There's so many different workouts that it's like I couldn't even name that many different workouts. So yeah, they're really starting to cram as much technology as they can into these devices.
I don't remember my first smartwatch.
Yeah, what was your first?
I think mine was a Sony smartwatch, smart band. It had no screen.
And it was just like one of those little like.
Yeah, you just had no screen or nothing, but it would track your steps and everything. So yeah, I'll be interested in what was everyone else's smart bands, first smart band, smart watches. If you drop them in the comments.
When they first came out, I think it was a little bit like you'd see them on people's wrists, and it was almost like those in-ear Bluetooth headphones. When they first came out and you didn't have them, you just looked like a bit of an idiot.
A Jabra one, wasn't it?
You just look like an idiot walking around talking to yourself. Now it's just completely acceptable, and I think you see more people out in the street wearing these fitness bands, and it's not necessarily because you're worried suddenly you might keel over or you want to hit your steps. It's a watch that also gives you all of your smartphone information, as well as the health benefits of, looking at your heart rate, looking at the amount of oxygen in your blood. So it's just so many benefits to having this product, and you've seen so many more people wear them that it's just become the norm. And you want to get on it now. You want to get this Mi Watch now before you're the last person not wearing a watch.
To be fair, since I've used mine, I don't actually remember last time. The only reason, the most important thing to me on a smartwatch is battery.
100%.
Because you don't want to keep taking it off and charging it and put it away, because then you've got to wear it and then you leave the house and you're like, what am I going to do now? Because some of the smartwatches I've had before lost a day or two. I know they're the worst ones.
Yeah, they're the worst. And as I say, like I don't know when this runs out.
It depends. Know when it runs they're out. Not the worst ones, but if you're happy to kind of charge it and remember to charge it and take it off charge in the morning, I'm just like, roll out of bed, go shower, and I'm straight to work if I have to.
Well, I don't take this off. This has been on my wrist. Like, you probably don't want to smell the band, but this has been on my wrist for a long time now. Like, it's when I sleep, when I shower, because there's no need to take it off, especially as I don't need to charge it.
So Gunplan Mod has said his first smartphone was the Google G1. Ooh, I remember that one.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one at all.
CK61938. First ever smartphone for me was the iPhone 3GS. I remember actually buying a smartphone, iPhone 3GS, to play Street Fighter. I bought one. I remember
that must have been like 10, 12 years ago,
that must
right?
Have been 10, yeah, that was definitely when I was 18.
I would have been at university, and like, surely, how can a student afford one of those phones? Like, it's absolutely mental. Whereas students, like, this is obviously the phone you're going to be going for.
First ever smartwatch with Moto 360.
Oh
that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Someone else says first fitness band was a Mi Band 2.
We're almost coming up to the end of the stream, guys. That was really quick. So go check out me.com/UK. Our offer code, Mike and Gurps, all capital letters. It'll be in the comment section. £10 off any phone over £100. That's only available until midnight tonight. So get your pre-orders now. The early bird price will be around for 3 more days. So I believe that's Thursday. But so get on it right now. But yeah, I recommend you use our voucher for that extra £10 off. But there's so many other things on me.com/UK that you can, just have a little look, see what range we've got. And if you've got any advice, any questions or anything, like, we're here, we're real people, just chat to us right in the comment section now, and we'll try and get back to you, many as you as absolutely possible. But yeah, have we got any final thoughts for the day?
People are asking about the 8 gig variant. So what I aim to do is I'll try clear that out for some people, and we'll put that on one of our social channels just so we don't forget or ignore, right? Because I'll be interested in finding out myself anyway. So yeah, leave that with us. We'll post that somewhere.
Awesome.
So stay tuned to the social channels, and we'll have an update for you guys there. But don't think there's any more questions now. I think that's...
so check out our socials, check out our Facebook, YouTube. We appreciate every single subscriber we're getting on our new YouTube channel. It's going to be the same for our TikTok. Our TikTok, there's barely going to be any subscribers. So go check out Xiaomi UK, the TikTok. And as I say, one of the most important things is our community. So go check out our Me community. We're not just this big faceless company just throwing devices, trying to make money. We're genuinely here for you. We're here for the fans, and I think our community is what kind of proves that. So yeah, go check that out. Become a proper Me fan, and get more involved.
Perfect. I think that's us done.
2, 1, action.
I'll show you again. Crowd surfer, water thrower, throw the water, surf the crowd. You like the way you just did that? 1 second, I'll show you again. Surf the crowd.
Xiaomi.
Hello there guys, my name is Dennis, straight from Stunt Camera Crew. Guess what? Xiaomi has challenged us to break the boundaries of time. So we decided to create 3 videos in 3 days. And we did it all by using this phone, the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let's take a deep dive over to these parkour locations that you're probably not so familiar with. So I'm gonna press play here and let's see how we did it. The first day, ladies and gentlemen, we were at the green screen studio. Here we tested the power of this phone in a green screen environment. And you can actually do one of these green screen scenarios yourself. What you need is basically some green fabric, some lights to keep it even lit. You don't want that spill overcasting your subject, so you're gonna have problems in post. We've all been there, we don't like it, so let's not do it. Capture this in the highest quality possible you can. In our case, this was 4K, 30 frames per second. So we got the option to slow it down to 80%. And we chose to shoot with a high shutter speed to get less motion blur when shooting the talented tricker Nico Dilfau. We had our artist create a 3D world environment that's based in the future. A grand hall entrance to Xiaomi headquarters. Now this space is huge, but it's made small by Nico's captivating movement.
That's a wrap.
Hope you find that useful. Let's move on. Day 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're going to take you guys over to the streets. Alright, so people are curious about how we shoot our videos in a one-take sequence. Therefore, we got Oliver Thorpe, who is a parkour athlete who lives in Copenhagen, who basically has teamed up with us to demonstrate how to do this. Alright, let's get on to it. Find a location as the first thing you do, then plan the run for your athlete, jumper or stunt-related sport comrade. This will take you further in your thought process of how you want your cinematography line to look like. You can't really expect to get it the first time, even the athlete has to warm up in preparation for the final sequence. So take this as an opportunity to warm yourself up and prepare yourself for the shot that you want to create. Amazingly, Xiaomi has created this feature on the phone that's called Track Moving Object, which basically means that you can track your subject more effectively. This feature will enable you to get your shot in less time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not stop here. Let me demonstrate what this phone can do in a more broader, seamless sequence with more than just one athlete, the third and final shoot day at Jesse Pevril's gym. Let's get on to it.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours?
Our team is hard at work, changing this parkour gym into something otherworldly. We designed a film set that enables us to push the phone further, so we can see how it performs in low light.
Cameras rolling. And action.
Now, there's a lot of movement taking place to this shoot, as we're all exploring almost every inch of the space. It's good to become familiar with movement yourself, actually. With over 20 years experience of parkour ourselves, this has enabled us to develop like a sixth sense of a kind that we can bring to the action we film. Learning movement helps you better predict the direction of where the athlete is planning to go through. It's important here that the camera operator leads the audience in a sort of dance that you have choreographed. By doing so, it keeps the audience hooked in some constant suspense as they are being taken on a journey through the story that you are telling. 3 videos in 3 days, breaking the boundaries of time, accomplished. We just want to give a big shout out to Xiaomi for giving us this opportunity to engage with our audience in this way. For everyone watching at home, we would love to see what you have applied to these techniques in your own creative way. Use the hashtags in the caption below to keep us, SEC and Xiaomi informed. We would love to see what you guys can create out there. So, trip but don't fall, stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stunt Camera Crew signing out and thank you for stepping by.
Shoot like a pro.
Xiaomi.
Life. We can all relate to the moments that fly by, the repetitive routine that makes each day blend into one. Let's not forget though, there is in every day new terrain to discover, places we live that we've never seen before. It's the pursuit of these things that makes time stop. Break from the boundaries you yourself construct. There's always greater things to discover around each corner. Or in my case, from this rooftop. I'm Oliver Thorpe, and Copenhagen is my place of timelessness.
Hey, I'm Jesse Peverill. Welcome to Parkour Expo. Have you ever wondered what a parkour gym looks like after hours? Come on, let's check it out.
2, 1, action.
Show you again. Crowd surfer, water thrower, throw